Are both James Harden and Tobias Harris going to return to the Philadelphia 76ers this upcoming season? You're watching 76ers Now by Chat Sports. I'm Chase Sr. That's what we're talking about today after all of these photos from Michael Rubin's white party. First, though, we're recording this on Wednesday, and we'll be going live later today, 5:30 p.m. Eastern, 2:30 p.m. Pacific, talking about all of the latest Sixers news and rumors throughout NBA free agency. Subscribe, turn on your notifications, and join us. We'll see you live in a few hours. Hope to see all of you there. So let's get you caught up on the latest Sixers news today. Former Sixers minority owner and CEO of Fanatics, Michael Rubin, held his 4th of July white party at the Hamptons over the weekend, and it was a who's who of celebrities that were there. Literally, almost any celebrity that you can think of attended that party, including some 76ers players. James Harden, Tobias Harris, Joel Embiid, Tyrese Maxey. They were all spotted there, all communicating, all partying, and it looked as though they were having a really good time together. And James Harden specifically was seen talking with 76ers owner Joshua Harris. It was those two by their lonesome having a one-on-one conversation. Was Joshua Harris saying, look, James, I understand why you're disgruntled. We need you back this upcoming season. And look, I understand that it's a party. Everybody's vibing for the 4th of July. By the way, hope everybody out there had a great Independence Day. Philadelphia, America's birthplace, what up? And everybody wants to be cordial at a party, right? But I get the sense that the Sixers realize that with Joel Embiid, 29 years old, coming off an MVP season, they've kind of missed the boat on some of these marquee free agents that in order to field a competitive team, they have to run it back. With Tobias Harris, with James Harden, basically the same team that they had last year, outside of a couple of guys who have left, like Shake Milton, George Niang, with the new head coach in hopes that Nick Nurse is going to be the guy who can get them over the top. So let's run through some of these photos here because I think it's pretty interesting, and I do think it tells a story. Here's James Harden with 76ers owner Joshua Harris. And then this was on Tobias Harris's Instagram profile. You see Toby with James Harden and Joel Embiid all partying. Toby looks to be having a really good time. Here you see James Harden with Tom Brady, Michael Rubin, and Devin Booker. And then Toby posing with Harden as they look to be getting litty, having a great time. A lot of marquee artists were there. If we could take a look at this photo here, Tex, with Toby posing with the beard, James Harden showing off the bling, and then you see Michael Rubin, who used to be that minority owner of the 76ers. He gave up his stake because Fanatics is going to get into the sports gambling game. They didn't want a clashing of business interests. I can just imagine Rubin, who does still sit courtside at Sixers games at the Wells Fargo Center in South Philadelphia, saying, James, look, Daryl Morey wasn't talking to you because he wanted to avoid these tampering charges. You run it back, and look how good you were with Joel Embiid last year. Tyrese Maxey going to become a star. Nick Nurse is going to bring the best out of Tobias Harris. You can be in the running to win an NBA championship. And the relationship between all these guys seems to be pretty cordial and pretty strong. Joel Embiid posing in a photo here with James Harden. By the way, the all-white looking really fresh, too. I kind of like Harden shades as well. The bling showing off. Joel Embiid, never a guy who likes to show off too much bling. He always keeps it simple, but sometimes that simple approach is a really, really good approach. But look, here's really the topic of today's show that I want to hit on. Philadelphia 76ers appear to be running it back. I think they're going to bring back James Harden. I think they're going to bring back Tobias Harris. And the 76ers this upcoming season will win 50-plus games. Embiid and Harden will put up digits. They'll put up numbers. And the Sixers as a team, they will be fun and very, very entertaining. Here's the reality, though. The Sixers running it back with this collective core, they're not going to be good enough to take down the Boston Celtics. They're not on par with the Milwaukee Bucks, who have had a sneaky good free agency period. And if the Miami Heat are able to trade for Damian Lillard, I think the Heat are a better team than Philadelphia. Really what it comes down to, with the Sixers having the same starting five of James Harden, Tyrese Maxey, Tobias Harris, PJ Tucker, and Joel Embiid, is the change at coach. Can Nick Nurse really be the guy to push this team over the top? Maybe he can bring the best out of Tobias Harris in a contract year and use him better than him just sitting idly in the corner, but I don't have a lot of confidence that the Sixers can finally make it past the second round of the Eastern Conference playoffs for the first time since 2001 with this same lineup here of James Harden, Tyrese Maxey, Tobias Harris, Joel Embiid, and PJ Tucker. Now, Embiid, Tucker, and Maxey, as well as Harris, they're solid defensive players. Joel Embiid, obviously elite. James Harden, a sieve on the defensive end of the floor, but he'll still give you 20 points per game and 10 assists and 7-8 rebounds. But when it comes time for playoff action, can James Harden be that guy? He was in game 1 and 4 against the Boston Celtics, but outside of that, it was kind of a no-show. Now, Patrick Beverley, a good depth piece. Maybe the Sixers bring back Paul Reed as well, making him a restricted free agent. But this bench unit, I certainly have concerns about that. And the Sixers' lack of depth throughout the playoffs has been an issue for this basketball team as well. So, if the Sixers do run it back with this core, what is your one-word reaction to that? I'm going to go, I want to say second-round exit. Obviously, that's not one word, but that is my overall reaction. It'll be another second-round exit. Get creative with me down in the comment section, and I'll just say disappointing as my one word because I think they're going to be disappointing once again when it comes to competing for an NBA championship for an organization that has not won one since 1983. More to get to on today's show, Summer League takeaways for Terquavion Smith, and also a tweet from Daryl Morey that tells a story. But first, how about this deal from our friends at Fanatics? The 76ers t-shirt shorts combo, it was $60. It's on sale, limited time only, for just $33. How does that deal apply? Just smash that link down below, which is hanging out in the comment section and in the description of this video. It's chatsports.com/76ers combo. So let's move forward here. Daryl Morey sending out this tweet tells me he's not going to turn around and trade Tobias Harris, and if he does, he kind of looks like a crook, right? Daryl Morey had to check out the first crumble cookie store. Don't worry, Tobias Harris. No casual fans in sight here. He tagged him. This is the first crumble store in Utah, and we know the joke. Tobias Harris said, look, casual 76ers fans, they would trade me for a crumble cookie. Crumble cookie, smack, by the way. I've had them a couple of times here in Dallas. Obviously, you're not going to trade away Tobias Harris for a crumble cookie. But if Daryl Morey tweets out that picture and adds Tobias Harris, I don't think that he's going to turn around and then decide to trade him. Reasons to be intrigued by Toby returning. He's coming back in a contract year. Last time he played in a contract year, it was when the Sixers re-signed him with Elton Brand, and with the Los Angeles Clippers, he was a borderline all-star that year who shot more than 40% from three and 50% from the field. You look at his last 4 years in Philadelphia, can Nick Nurse get Toby back to the player that he was in 2019, 2020, and 2021 when he was putting up about 19.5 points per game, solid rebounder, 51%, nearly 40% from three in 2020, 2021. Those are really solid numbers right there. And if he just gets used offensively more and he operates downhill and he doesn't just stand in the corner like Doc Rivers sometimes had him doing, then maybe Toby will feel more comfortable in this offense. I'm trying to look at this situation glass half full while knowing in the back of my mind the Sixers probably won't make a deep run in the NBA playoffs. Interact with me on Twitter and Instagram at Chase_Senior. Sixers talk year-round here on the channel as well. Make sure you subscribe. Let's round out today's show with some Summer League takeaways here. Terquavion Smith out of NC State. One of the intriguing Sixers UDFAs who I'm really looking forward to watching throughout Summer League action. Sixers taking part in the Utah Summer League right now before heading to Las Vegas. And in his Summer League debut, Turk Smith is his nickname, 18 points, 6 of 16 from the field, 4 of 10 from 3, 2 of 4 from the free throw line. And when I watched that game the other night and scouted Smith, he is not afraid to pull the trigger from long range. He has extremely deep range. Late in that game, that three-pointer that he hit, 30, 35 feet, no hesitation at all. I love that. And the fact that he has no fear offensively, I think is something that you can certainly build upon. Solid distributing vision as well. I like how he passed the basketball. He's never been the most efficient offensive player, but can he come in off the bench as a rookie and give you some energetic minutes and put the biscuit in the basket? That's what you're really asking for here. If he can crack the Sixers roster, then crack the rotation. And he's certainly a solid enough athlete, I think, to play at the NBA level. Good and explosive athlete. As we progress throughout Summer League, we'll see if he's able to maintain a performance like this. But if he continues to play with reckless abandon, I kind of like that. And as we look ahead to the NBA preseason, can he make this roster? We'll see. If you enjoyed today's show, make sure you hit that thumbs up icon and like the video. Do not forget to join us live. 76ers Now coming at you later today on this Wednesday as we preview to start the show. This is 76ers Now by Chat Sports. I'm Chase Senior. We'll see you in a bit.